I'm back again with some more Spellbinders Club kits. Today we are creating a card with a smorgasbord of club kits. We have the large die of the month club kit, we have the faux stitched petal embossing folder of the month club kit, and then we also have the happy stitching clear stamp and die of the month club kit. This month the die set will cut out the heart and a few of the greetings and definitely both of the larger greetings. Okay, so we're going to be creating a card today. I loved the vintage look of the large die of the month club kit, especially the embroidery floss bobbin, I guess you could call this. I just love the look of this. I think it's so pretty. This you could actually die cut. Let me show you what it looks like here. I die cut it out with some Portobello cardstock, but look how vintage that looks. You could probably get away with using this for real embroidery flosses. I mean, it's full size, which I think is really nice. I just love the look of this. So pretty. And there's even room if you wanted to write your colors or your numbers of your floss on the top or bottom. So nice little addition with the Spellbinders Large Die of the Month Club Kit. We're going to start by doing some embossing and die cutting. And I love the scissors in here. Let me show you. I love them, and I think they're really similar to my scissors. And I'm partial to them. These are the scissors that they're actually usable. But I use these in my photos just as a little photo prop. But I love that we have a die that's pretty close in size. Let me show you. So it's pretty. It's pretty large. How cool is that, huh? Okay, so using my scissors for my photo prop as an inspiration, we're going to take some mirror silver and mirror gold cardstock. Have that here. I'm going to die cut out the top with my mirror gold and the bottom piece. I'm going to die cut this out twice. It's meant to just die cut out once, but I want my scissors to be like partially opened, so I'm going to die cut out two of these. We have our needle. For my card today, I'm going to use the silver, but I'm also going to use the push pins here. In this die, there's a needle and push pins. I'm going to die cut out a couple of push pins with the gold and then the needle with the silver. And I'm going to die cut out thread with some black cardstock. Grab some of that. I'm going to actually put these aside. And then I have Waterfall and Fruit Punch Color Essential cardstocks from Spellbinders. We're going to create some embroidery floss with these two colors. And for my bobbin, I think that's what this is called, I'm going to die cut this out with some white cardstock. I'm going to die cut it out twice with white. Okay? We're not going to use the jar this month, even though it's a beautiful jar. Spellbinders has some awesome inspiration over there on their website too if you want to check it out. But I just like to use the extras because they're so pretty. I'm going to put this aside, and we're going to bring in another piece of white cardstock. And I'm going to take my embossing folder. Again, this is the faux stitched petal. It's really pretty. I'm going to emboss a background. Actually, let's go horizontal today. I'm going to emboss a white panel horizontally. Okay, I'm going to run everything through my die cut machine, and then we are going to put everything together. I have everything die cut, and I'm going to leave my background panel white today. So we're going to go ahead and adhere this to the front of an A2 size card base, and I'll use my tape runner for this. Sun's going down, so you get a really good look at the embossing folder. How nice is that? It's really pretty when even on white. And then I also trimmed out some 5.5 inch strips, 5.5 inches by 1/2 inch of the same colors of cardstock we use for the bobbin. So we have Fruit Punch and Waterfall. Now what I'm going to do is take a piece of white cardstock, and I'm going to tape these strips to the white cardstock in the middle. Okay. We're gonna put them, just butt them up right next to each other. Okay, and then I'm gonna bring in my stamp set. And the sentiment that says stitch just for you, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna put it on an acrylic block, and then I'm gonna do some masking with it. Okay, I'm gonna ink this up with my VersaFine ink. Okay, and then I'm going to remove that mask that we created. This is where I get inky fingers. Okay, so now all we have is the crisscross. I'm going to take this, and I'm putting it upside down because I want the solid X. This one's not solid on this side. I want the solid X, so I'm flipping it upside down. And I'm going to add some stitch detail. So we have some stitch detail. I got it a little crooked, but that's okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my ink pad and ink up my entire greeting here. And I'm going to stamp this on this side over both of those colors. Okay, now I'm going to clean off my stamp and do a little masking once more. I'm going to ink up those cross stitches one more time. And then I'm going to remove that mask. And I did get a little on this end. I'm not worried about it because I just want some more stitching on this side. So I'm just going to stamp it. So it almost looks continuous. Okay? And while we have our stamp out, I'm also going to take the heart and we're going to stamp this with some black ink. I'm going to stamp it on a piece of white cardstock. Okay, since this is VersaFine, it's a pigment ink. It takes a little bit of time to dry. I'm going to put this aside and I will die cut that out in just a minute. But I'm going to take this panel now and using my paper trimmer, I'm going to trim off the white area of it. Flip it around and I'll do the same to the top. Okay. Okay, I'm going to flip this around, add some adhesive, and I'm going to tack it down on the front of my card here. So that part's done. Let's go ahead and create our bobbin. I'm going to use my dot liner. I'm going to use my other tape runner, add some tape behind here, and just add my thread. I just love the way that looks. It's so pretty. This would look really pretty in a rainbow order on a card. Okay, we'll add this. I need to flip it around. It fits perfectly like a puzzle piece, so you know which side is the right side. And those are done. Now, I do want to mention that for the straight pins here in our die set, there is a piece right here next to the button that you can die cut this out. So if you want different color tops for your straight pins, you have that option. There's it's on the button die. I'm going to leave my blank because I'm going to add some gems to the top. To create my scissors, what I need to do is probably trim away this upper section. So I'm going to just trim away the top portion of the blade of my scissors. Now I'm going to flip over the detailed layer, add some adhesive, If you were to use glue, glue will take a little bit more time to dry. And I want these open just a little bit. You can see there. So if you want, and you can open them as wide as you want if you do this. I just don't want them open that much. And then I'll flip over the handle of my scissors. I'm going to add some adhesive to the detail area on the bottom. And then these layer perfectly right on top. And our scissors are done. Don't they look so real? Oh my goodness. These have kind of a brushed gold look to them. A vintage look. Maybe we should do that to these. Maybe another day. Okay, let's go ahead. And on the back of the hole of our scissors, I'm going to flip this around. I'm going to put some black foam squares behind here. And then that's ready to go. I'm going to thread my black cardstock with my needle. I'm going to thread it on the shorter end. Like so. I think that's a good spot. I'm going to flip it over. We're going to put some foam tape behind here. Rather than using black foam tape, I'm going to use some black cardstock. I'm doing this because I want my scissors to lay flat. And so this is going to work better. And then I'm going to add some adhesive. And we can tack down our scissors. And I'll add one to the left of the scissors, and we'll put one to the right. I think that looks playful. Okay, we're going to bring in some gems next. These are Spellbinders Aquamarine. These are such a pretty blue. Oh goodness. And I'm going to take a largest gem and put them at the very top of my straight pins. And then I'm going to add a few smaller ones around my background. And that will finish off my card today. We used a few Spellbinders Club kits. I hope you enjoyed my project. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a fabulous day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.